What if I told you that one of the most powerful technologies ever made is already here, and it's quietly, well, completely reshaping our world? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on artificial intelligence, and I think you'll be pretty surprised to find out just how much you're already using it every single day.
No, really. Just take a second to think about it. This isn't some crazy, far-off sci-fi idea anymore. AI is literally woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's start with the phone in your pocket. You know that seamless, almost magical way it unlocks just by looking at you? Yep, that's a really clever AI trained specifically to recognize the unique patterns of your face and nobody else's. Or how about scrolling through your social media feed? Those videos and posts that just pop up, there's an AI working hard behind the scenes, learning what you like, what you watch, and who you talk to, all just to guess what you'll probably want to see next. And yep, that movie suggestion on Netflix that feels like it was picked just for you, it totally was. See? All these incredibly smart systems are powered by artificial intelligence. So, that brings up the big question. What exactly is it?
All right, let's break this down. And I promise we're going to keep it super simple. No confusing tech jargon allowed.
At its core, it's actually a pretty straightforward idea. It's all about making machines that can learn from information and then make decisions based on that learning, kind of like we do. But, and this is a really important point, not all AI is created equal. And this slide breaks that difference down perfectly. Over on the left, you've got narrow AI. Now that's everything we have today. It's AI that is an absolute master of one specific job, like recognizing your voice or filtering spam from your inbox. On the right, though, that's general AI. That's the stuff from the movies, the thinking, feeling, human-like intelligence. For now, that is still firmly in the world of science fiction.
So, if the AI we have today can't really think like us, how in the world does it get so smart at all these different tasks? Well, the secret lies in how it learns, and that whole process is powered by one absolutely essential ingredient.
I just love this analogy because it gets right to the point. An AI system is just an engine. It's powerful, sure, but it can't go anywhere or do anything without fuel. And for AI, that fuel is data. We're talking photos, text, clicks, numbers, all of it. This is what lets an AI learn, spot patterns, and make those smart predictions.
And this whole process of learning directly from data, it has a name: machine learning. It's basically the engine of all modern AI. So instead of a programmer sitting down and writing millions of if this, then that rules, they just feed the machine a massive amount of data and let it figure out the patterns all by itself.
Exactly. Think about how a little kid learns to recognize a dog. You don't give them a textbook called The Theory of Dogs, right? They just see a bunch of different dogs, and their brain naturally starts to figure out the pattern. Machine learning works pretty much the same way. Now, this basic idea can be taken to a whole other level.
And that's where deep learning comes in. You can think of it as a supercharged, more advanced type of machine learning. It uses something called neural networks, and the inspiration for these networks, it comes from the most powerful learning machine on the planet, our own brains.
This is such a great way to picture it. A neural network processes information in layers. So the first layer might recognize really simple things, like shapes or edges. The next layer might combine those into features, like an eye or a nose. And then the final layer puts it all together to recognize, say, a face. It's this amazing layered learning that powers the most advanced AI we see today.
Okay, so that's all the theory. But what does this actually look like out there in the real world? Let's talk about how this incredible technology is being used to solve really practical problems right now. Here is a perfect example that I'm sure most of us have dealt with. Our banks are using AI on the front lines 24/7 to protect our money from fraud. But how does it actually work?
Well, it's a pretty straightforward three-step process. First, the AI crunches through all of your past transaction data to learn what's normal for you. Then it starts to understand your patterns, the stores you go to, the cities you shop in, the amounts you usually spend. Finally, if a transaction suddenly pops up that just doesn't fit your profile, like a huge purchase in a different country, bam, it flags it instantly as a potential threat.
And this incredible power to recognize patterns isn't just for banking. It's also completely revolutionizing really critical fields like healthcare. AI can now analyze medical scans and spot signs of disease that even a highly trained doctor might miss. And by sifting through millions of patient records, it's helping doctors create treatment plans that are personalized for each and every individual. So it's pretty clear that AI is already having a massive impact on our world. But where is all of this heading? As this technology gets even more powerful, we have to start thinking not just about the amazing possibilities, but also about the challenges.
And these are the really important conversations that we all need to be having. We have to think about jobs, because automation is definitely going to change the workplace. We have to talk about privacy, because AI runs on data, and a lot of the time, that's our data. And of course, that leads to these huge ethical questions. How do we make absolutely sure these powerful systems are built in a safe and responsible way for everyone?
And this really brings us to the most important point of all. The technology is moving forward at an absolutely incredible speed. So the challenge for us isn't just about innovation. It's about wisdom. It's about making sure we build this powerful future thoughtfully, ethically, and above all, safely.